The DA's Solly Msimanga has laid a criminal charge against the ANC, accusing the party of being behind the violent protests in Alexandra this past week. The ANC's Gauteng Deputy Chairperson Panyaza Lesufi joins us in studio now. Thank you for your time this evening.
Thank you so much, Ali.
Right, so the DA is claiming that the service delivery protests in Alexandra have been manufactured by the ANC and that protesters have been mobilized and incited to commit violent acts by the ANC in an effort to undermine the DA's work ahead of the elections. What is your response to that?
We are taken aback purely because it's an insult to the community of Alexandra to think that they can't think on their own. They can't determine their own fate. They can't raise their own issues. They need to be engineered by somebody somewhere to tell them when not to go to work, when to block roads and when to deal with other things. The people of Alexandra are asking one thing, that the DA must come and address them.
What about claims, from the DA that they have proof via SMSs and WhatsApps from ANC ward councillors organizing and mobilizing the community?
Did you see a leader of the ANC in those marches? No. Did you see an official statement of the ANC claiming that we are shutting down Alexandra? No. What we have there is people's representatives, who are people that are legitimately elected to represent communities. It's just coincidence that they happen to be ANC councillors in that community, because if you are a public representative and a leader of society, you need to be where people are. If the DA will confuse that, we can turn the question to them to say, if indeed you accuse the African National Congress of inciting people there, why is not the local government that is laying the charge? It's a political party. It's purely because the political party's campaign in Gauteng is dying. They're trying to find something to hold on so that they can just blame the ANC on everything. They are blaming us even things that have nothing to do with the African National Congress. The reality is people of Alexandra are requesting a DA-led municipality to come and meet with them. What's wrong if you can't meet people? You go to a police station when people are waiting for you in Alexandra. It doesn't make sense.
Now, the DA are also saying that a lot of the issues, the service delivery issues that the people of Alexandra are protesting about, are historical issues that were not dealt with by the ANC government during their tenure. What is your response to that?
It's cherry picking. They cherry pick the good, and then the bad ones to blame the ANC. The ANC has just opened an M2 highway here in town. Who opened it? Who built it? Is the ANC. Did they raise that? No. We have just opened a new bridge in Grayston Drive. Who opened that bridge? Who built that bridge? Is the ANC. Who opened it? Is the DA-led municipality. They are handing over title deeds. Who built those houses? Is ANC. They are handing over keys to RTP houses. Who built those houses? Is the ANC. You also go in Alexandra. When you arrive in Alexandra, what you find? A township called Tsotsoman. Who created that township? Is the ANC. You go to Far East Bank. Who built those houses? Is the ANC. So you can't cherry pick.
Now, of course, equally, the DA are claiming that they've done a lot in their 2 years. And the Human Rights Commission has recently said that both the DA and the ANC are at fault for essentially bickering and electioneering, and essentially leaving the people's needs last on the list of priorities.
It's so unfortunate because we've not even started to electioneer there. The community on their own are raising genuine issues that have nothing to do with the ANC. Reality is, people are asking why rubbish is not collected. People are asking why sewer is flowing freely. People are asking why people are building informal settlements in areas that are dangerous. All those issues are issues of local government. I've quoted to you what we have done as the African National Congress in that municipality. Just quote 3 things this DA-led municipality has done in the entire Johannesburg area. We have given you Gautrain, we have given you Rea Vaya passes, we have modified Alexandra in some instances. We've got investment starting from the malls and all our institutions, museum and other institutions. Yes, we have not done much purely because of one thing. The problem of Alexandra is that property owners took local government and provincial government to court to say we can't develop Alexandra until there are some issues that are met. Because of the prolonged court case, we felt that it must go out of court and have a settlement. We had a settlement that was reached in 2016, MOU. So when the DA-led municipality came in, instead of implementing that MOU, everything that was negotiated by an ANC-led government, they took it and threw it in the bin. And now they are stuck in the middle. Instead of responding to those issues, they are only finger-pointing at the ANC because that's the only organization they know. And the story that the ANC is corrupt is going to have short legs because in their own municipality, in the last 2 years, you've got a councillor that gave a municipal building to a friend, and that friend paid him, and they went there. You go there, there is a huge fleet tender there that they can't explain what happened. The organization that was established to fight corruption there is riddled with differences where people are saying they're hiring people that are not qualified to be there. So we don't want to enter that space. We don't want to contest. They are a leader. They are being given the mandate to govern. The only thing they need to do when people say, come and listen to us, go and listen to those people rather than finger point issues to the African National Congress.
So as you mentioned earlier, Gauteng Premier candidate for the DA, Solly Msimanga, has gone to the police station. He has laid criminal charges. He has also intimated that he's going to write to the chief elections Commissioner to ask whether the prima facie evidence against the ANC in the incitement to violence in this case could possibly lead to the exclusion of the ANC from the elections. Are you worried about that in any way?
How ironic it is. It's Solly Msimanga who could not finish his political term. It's Solly Msimanga who have hired bodybuilders to lead his office. It's Solly Msimanga that has appointed people that were not qualified in that municipality. It's Solly Msimanga who the Auditor General has found that has neglected his responsibility in one big contract worth 12.4 billion in that municipality. It's Solly Msimanga who his own party preferred the opposition party because they didn't want him and they then took him out.
But apart from those issues,
today he feels that he can come here and say the ANC must be disqualified from contesting elections. This ANC has met all IEC requirements. And this particular matter, as I indicated, is not a matter of the ANC, it's a matter of the community of Alexandra. Why point fingers to the ANC? Because it's the community of Alexandra on their own, organizing themselves, that they felt they need to raise their issues. And those are day-to-day issues. Issues of water, issues of sanitation, and issues of rubbish collection. It's not an ANC matter. It's matters that affect local government, and local government should respond decisively rather than the gimmicks of not going to the people but going to a police station. It does not make sense. I'm still puzzled why they chose to go to a police station instead of meeting the people of Alexandra. It puzzles me.
All right, well, thank you very much for your time this evening. We do appreciate your insight.
Thanks for your time.